Hi everyone, this is my first video of 2011. Sorry for being gone for so long. Arting has taken a back seat due to some illnesses in my family, and I finally have had an opportunity, to say the least. This looks like a Christmas gift, and it's just sort of what I've been able to accomplish since Christmas, and also show you what I got for Christmas. And to just say that I've been watching all your videos, just not able to really get too many replies. So that being said, I just wanted to sort of show you what I've been up to. Like I said, I actually was having to take care of my father for over a week while my mother was in the hospital. So everything's okay on the mend for them, but everything for me took a back seat. So family always comes first, as everybody knows, on the arting world. But this piece of paper that you're looking at right now really inspired me to do some work. I came across this when I was doing my Christmas wrapping before everything sort of fell around the holidays apart, and thought, oh, this is interesting. I'm going to do something with it. So that being said, I'm going to show you what I ended up doing. Part of what I got for Christmas was actually getting one of the Strathmore visual journals. This is the watercolor journal, which is a 9x12 format. It's a 90-pound weight. Let me just say I've done 3 pages in it so far. It takes gesso without any buckling and takes multiple layers of paint, glazes, and paper, and I'm pretty impressed so far. The only thing for me is it's large, so I'm used to doing a little 5x7 format, so this is going to be a new adventure. So that being said, everybody's probably seen the cover, and my first venture into it is going to be this page. And going back to that piece of paper, which I can see now I have a lovely glare, I came up with this particular page, and regretfully, like I said, this format is so large that I cannot get it all in on one view. So what this paper is, or this page is, see if that's any better, it's called All Dolled Up and No Place to Go, and I'm sorry for the glare. And as you can see, there's several dolls from that paper, which was a Christmas gift that somebody had probably given me the year before last. Yes, I'm back in the blue mood. This actually is got like 3 layers of paint. It's got some light baby blue, which I'm going to show on this corner here, with, I believe that's the Basics acrylic, and then I did not gesso this page to begin with. And then I ended up coming over that because I didn't like the color of the blue, mixed my own blue and came up with a little bit darker blue, and that was over that layer. Let it dry, did some stamping. I'm going to pull this up so you can sort of see the stamping that I did do. And that stamping is like a little fishnet stamping on here every once in a while. You can see it here as well. There. And then I ended up taking the blue, golden, I think it's called phthalo blue green, and that's a glazed over that, so that's what the darker colors through here are. And then I had the swirly stencil from Workers Crafters Workshop and took some white and sponged over that to tone it down. Then I cut out some of the medallions from the paper, which, if you notice, this is a little kids that are in that paper as well, and also the medallion up here. And because it was a little bit too bold, I wanted those in the background more, I sponged some of this light blue over the top of that, and I'm going to try to zoom in so you can see there is a little bit of blue, so that blended into the page a little bit more. And then my last little character over here is the doll baby, and she's all dressed up and she's got red, pink roses in her hands and stuff. And then I ended up stamping, I believe this is a Heidi Swapp stamp set, and then, oh, I can't remember who the other set was, but it's a couple different stamp sets. Stamped them in black, and then, or in black, excuse me, and then over with my white paint pen came over there. The right hand side of the page, which is for some reason going to give us the glare all the time, Like I said, this says in No Place to Go after being all dolled up. There is a piece, and you can't really see it. I'm going to pull it up. Back behind this little doll baby is a piece of sheet music. Actually, it is a Japanese hymnal page, and that's what's in the background of that. So that was put down first on this page, and then the glazes and everything was put over that. And then back to the Heidi Swapp lettering. Actually, this might be another letter set, and then stamped them in black and then over with white. Got the little moon lady on the corner. She's also got some of that light blue glaze over that, and that little girl as well has it. And then this is the primary boy over here. I'm taking that's a boy, could be wrong, but that's the primary character in that corner. Sort of like how it turned out. Like I said, this is where I'm just getting into the layering. I think this is about 5 colors of blue on there, and then the glaze and the stenciling and the overstamping. There's other stamps in there besides that fishnet stamp. I can't really see it because I glazed over it pretty well, and even though I tried to wipe it down, it didn't work. And then, oh, there is another big, that's a foam stamp, and that's with the light blue. I don't think you can tell it, but that's like aqua blue that I ended up mixing up, and that's what's that stamped on. So that's what's on that page. Then I did decide that this is too large of a format. Couldn't really decide what to do. So the next page I ended up doing is just a single page. And basically, this page is basically, you know, every year at the new year, they end up bringing out the new dictionaries and new words that are put in the dictionary. One of the words that was put in, I believe either this year or last year, was Kruger. And this is what sort of inspired this page. Believe it or not, these pictures are from, you get the swaps from like different manufacturers of papers. And this was a cover from the Kruger Paper Company. And this is very textured. It's dimensional. I don't think you can tell. Well, maybe you can. It's embossed. And then this was an actual picture of a Kruger that they did to try to bring you the different textures of papers and colors and how well they print. So what I ended up starting to do with this particular page, which I'm going to show you a close-up at the bottom, I started out with gessoing this page, and I put a layer of textured paint, and of course it's not going to focus right now, but this is with that Delta texture medium, and this was a stencil, so I got like this animal print there, and it's also at the top of the print as well. Once I let that dry real good, I had a yellow ochre, I think it was the Liquitex Basics, and went over that and pretty well wiped it down real well, the best I could before it dried. And then I took some other colors of brown, including the old Folk Art True Colors, I think is what it was called, paint. And also have a lot of other things in the background. I have a piece of paper here. Actually, it almost looks striped, but what I ended up doing was I had another stencil, and believe it or not, I had gessled it, and I don't think you can see it on that piece, but if you look over here lightly, you can see where I gessled it. But because I gessled it on top of paper, and then I put another glaze of brown over it, the gesso took that color brown up. And then I have these stamped images that are like a dot throughout it, the background. Have another piece of paper here as well. And then the Kruger down here is also got some gesso in the background of it. Then I took my Portfolio black and sort of gave it some coloring to blend it in a little bit better. And then where that texture is, which is three-dimensional, that's got some rubbing of vintage photo over that as well. And then basically the page was, are you a Kruger? Which Kruger are you? And then I looked up the definitions of Krugers, and have both of those on there, which I don't think you can see too well. So this is the actual animal Kruger, and then obviously the Kruger meaning the women over 35 that go into different restaurants and bars and things looking for young men. So that's basically what the premise of this page was. Which Kruger are you? Are you the mountain lion Kruger, or are you the Kruger chasing young men? So that's sort of my fun page. Like I said, I just got a chance to work on these the last couple of weeks since I've been home. Yeah, like I said, most of the December, beginning of January was with my parents. Some of the other things that I was able to do, I was at my parents'. I got into some doodling again. This is a page that I actually started out. This is that mixed media paper that Cass makes. And I believe all these backgrounds are just watercolors that I was trying out. Actually, they're new ones. They're sort of like the portfolios, but they're by Faber-Castell, and they were landscape things, and I cannot think. They're in a black box, and I just sort of started putting them on and then blending them with a paintbrush, and they do work like the portfolios. The only thing is that they're not as greasy waxy, so it sort of gave me a little more watercolor feel to it. This is all done with different inks and pens. I worked on this like the whole week I was at my parents' house, so just something else I was doing. The few Christmas gifts that I was able to get, one of the things that I bought for myself was my heat gun's like 15 years old. Finally was able to find the Ranger heat gun, which is a lot lower, so it's not nearly as loud. So I got that for Christmas. I got a couple books that I've been wanting to get. This one is called The Visual Chronicles. Very nice. It's by Linda Woods and Karen DeGianio. And this really gives you a lot of different ideas. I'm just sort of flipping through on how to alter things. A lot of techniques are taught in here. How to journal, slow down, you know, different things like that, and how to basically get some ideas and concept. The better book that I like even more, which I think other people have heard about, is this Journal Spilling. This is by Diana Trout, and I know she's got some things posted on here, but a lot of really great techniques teaching you how to make your own stamps. You can make these things out of erasers and stuff, so I'm going to try to do some things like that. Very interesting books, to say the least. If you're looking for things and you get sort of blanked out and don't know what to do, these are some great books to also get at and look at. I'm sorry to flip very quickly, but that's sort of what has happening. Have a great time. I'm enjoying everybody's videos. I'm going to try to get this uploaded today. Have a great one. Bye.